Welcome back, and we're back with Regé-Jean Page joining the cast of The Saint because of this. So let's go. Following the news that he would not be returning for the second period of Bridgerton, Regé-Jean Page hopes to have tracked down his first major feature job since its breakout part in the Netflix series. Sources revealed to Deadline that Page will star in and lead a new, rethought variant of The Saint for Paramount Pictures. Lorenzo DiBonaventura, Krevoy and Mark Vahradian will create, with Kwame Kwei-Armah writing the content. The late Robert Evans, who created Paramount's 1997 film adaptation featuring Val Kilmer, will likewise get a maker credit. Situated partially on Leslie Charteris' 1920s book series and ensuing 1960s UK TV series featuring Roger Moore, The Saint follows Simon Templar, also called The Saint, a Robin Hood-esque lawbreaker and cheat for recruit who goes on a globetrotting experience. While plot subtleties for this pick are being left hidden, insiders say this will be a totally new take that reconsiders the person and world around him. Regé-Jean Page is a British entertainer. He is known for playing Chicken George in the 2016 miniseries Roots, and was a customary cast part on the ABC legitimate dramatization For the People from 2018 to 2019. In 2020, Page featured in Season 1 of the Netflix time-frame dramatization Bridgerton as Simon Bassett, Duke of Hastings, for which he won the Outstanding Actor in a Drama Series NAACP Image Award, and was selected for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. Page was brought into the world in London to a Zimbabwe mother, who was a medical caretaker, and an English dad who was an evangelist. He is the second youngest of 4 youngsters and was in a band with a sibling. He had spent his adolescence in Harare, Zimbabwe, prior to getting back to London for auxiliary school. In the wake of getting back to the UK, Page took up going about as a leisure activity during school. The National Youth Theatre changed its direction. Following 2 years of trying out, Page was admitted to Drama Centre, London. Page started his vocation in front of an audience, showing up in The History Boys and The Merchant of Venice and Verse Jonathan Pryce. He additionally featured in the last period of BBC 3-show series Waterloo Road in 2015. In 2016, Page made his American presentation assuming the part of Chicken George in the History Channel large spending plan miniseries Roots, a redo of the 1977 miniseries with a similar name, in view of Alex Haley's 1976 novel Roots, The Saga of an American Family. The series and Page's presentation got basic approval. Additionally, that year he was given a role as a male lead in the ABC pilot Spark. The next year he was projected in the Shonda Rhimes created lawful dramatization series For the People. Page likewise showed up in the 2018 dystopian film Mortal Engines and played a supporting part in the 2020 dramatization film Sylvie's Love. He later was projected in the male driving job in the principal period of the Shonda Rhimes created period show series Bridgerton for Netflix. In February 2021, it was declared that Page had been projected in the forthcoming Dungeons & Dragons film. In March 2021, it was reported that Page joined the cast of the forthcoming Netflix film The Gray Man, coordinated by Anthony and Joe Russo. In July 2021, it was declared that Page had been given a role as Simon Templar in the impending reboot of The Saint. In February 2021, Page was perceived in Time Magazine's 100 Next list under the class of phenoms with a profile composed by Shonda Rhimes. It stays muddled at this phase of advancement if Dexter Fletcher, who is presently coordinating and leader creating Paramount TV Studios' The Offer for Paramount Plus, will coordinate this new, reconsidered rendition of The Saint. Vital's motion picture group resident, Emma Watts, has been high on Page for quite a while following his breakout job on Bridgerton, even as of late projecting him closer to Chris Pine in his untitled Dungeons & Dragons film. After his exit from the Shondaland series, she and different executives moved rapidly to track down the right task for Page, and those near the entertainer said The Saint immediately rose to the first spot on his list of Paramount ventures he needed to handle. Other than Bridgerton, which just procured Page a Best Actor in a Drama Series Emmy designation, he as of late wrapped creation by the Netflix film The Gray Man in verse Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. He is rep by CAA, Mosaic, The Artist Partnership, and lawyer Greg Slulett. Kwei-Armah's credits incorporate the Spike Lee Melodic All Rise, Liberty Road, and Marked Man for Amazon. Additionally, a dramatist, his plays have won him the Best Newcomer in the West, just as the lofty Peggy Ramsey Award, and he right now fills in an imaginative chief for the Young Vic in London. He is rep by CAA, Redefine Entertainment, and Litcher Grossman's Nichols and Adler. Regé-Jean Page is exchanging his Bridgerton title as the Duke of Hastings for something a bit more bold. As per The Hollywood Reporter, the entertainer featured in Season 1 of the Netflix dramatization has endorsed on to lead a film reboot of The Saint. Fundamental is creating this new interpretation of The Saint, with the content to be composed by dramatizer and entertainer Kwame Kwei-Armah. The venture depends on the Leslie Charteris books about the person Simon Templar, an investigator and hoodlum who battles against fiendish powers. The series has been adapted on various occasions on TV and in film. The latest model is the 1997 film The Saint, featuring Val Kilmer, who depicted Templar as an expert of camouflage. Per TJR, Chris Pine was most recently appended to star in a variation of The Saint for Paramount. Nonetheless, that undertaking has since been retired. That take would have been coordinated by Dexter Fletcher, who is currently chipping away at The Offer, a prearranged Paramount Plus series about the creation of the film The Godfather. This isn't the lone significant venture Page is underway with Paramount. He's additionally endorsed to star in a surprisingly realistic Dungeons & Dragons film for the studio. For that undertaking, he joins a cast that incorporates any semblance of Justice Smith, Detective Pikachu, and Michelle Rodriguez, Fast 9. Chris Pine is in arrangements to star in a reboot of The Saint in view of the 1920s book series composed by Leslie Charteris. The film follows Simon Templar, otherwise called The Saint, a Robin Hood-esque lawbreaker and hoodlum for employees who goes on a globetrotting experience. Dexter Fletcher, Rocketman, will coordinate the film, and Seth Grahame-Smith compose the content. Lorenzo DiBonaventura, Transformers G.I. Joe, is creating alongside Brad Krevoy and Mark Vahradian. Robert Evans, who filled in as a maker on the first film and passed on in 2019, likewise helped produce. Vital and Pine have had solid ties for a long time. Their relationship dates back to 2009 when the studio employed him to play Captain Kirk in the most recent Star Trek establishment, dispatching his profession as a main man all the while. While the fourth Star Trek film is as yet being created, the studio saw The Saint as the ideal job for Pine, as they trust that content will be done. With the continuous COVID-19 pandemic closing down practically all film and TV projects, it's unclear when The Saint would go into creation. It appears to be reasonable that this would check Fletcher's next film with Pine's responsibility. The Chief had been fostering a few movies since wrapping up Rocketman, including the Dracula pick Renfield at Universal, yet this is by all accounts in first position since Pine is appended. The Saint depends on a 1920s book series of a similar name by Leslie Charteris and was transformed into a film in 1997, featuring Val Kilmer. Notwithstanding the Kilmer film, it was based on a 1960s TV show featuring Roger Moore. Principal sees the reboot as the expected beginning for a long-running film series. Pine is falling off the TNT restricted series We Are the Night, which acquired him solid audits from the pundits. He can be seen next repeating his job of Steve Trevor in All Woman 1984, which bows on August 14th. He most recently wrapped creation on Savagery of Action by Tarek Salah. Pine is rep by CAA, John Carabino Management, Gendler, and Kelly. A delivery date for this new interpretation of The Saint presently can't seem to be uncovered, yet given that a content is as yet in progress, you presumably shouldn't expect it at any point in the near future. Whatever falls will surely come to you as a surprise, but we will make sure to be the first ones to deliver it to you. Stay tuned to know more. Until then, stay safe. Before you leave, make sure that you share, subscribe, and like the video.